Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy PeBee, man. UBL Q&A time, man. So we about to right into these questions, man. And I'm going in order according to how it's posted on Facebook. But that first question about to be the last, and the first question was from Nino Burns on some real shit. We gonna get into the UBL, man. Next question: how you believe Dame bars when he ain't never had a beer before? Is that like a trick question or something, man? It's not a matter of, believability as far as believing people bars, because I know people are very creative with their bars, and that's everybody that's in the game. People are being very creative with their bars. So believability, man, I'm like really way past that in rap. It's just a matter of how creative you are, and I can get a sense of what you've been through in your life, according to how you deliver those bars and what is your whole, your whole aim and your whole angles, all your angles for getting at an opponent. You know what I mean? So Dame Fresh to me, he's put in his work from the text ever through this cam, and we go back a long way, man. So it's not a thing where I'm just gonna side with him. Hell, the battle I think against Mr. Mills, I said he lost. He didn't like that. Hey, agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? So if you looking for something biased in there, Nino, it ain't there, man. On some real shit. Next question. Ricky Scott, how long you been doing the battle rap reviewing thing? Pretty much. I misread the question, but y'all can follow that shit. Since August probably 2011. I used to comment on the battles, man. I used to comment on the battles a lot, but then I noticed that you had a whole lot of bullshit and trolls all over YouTube, man, and the comments would get flooded, the page would get flooded, and you never really had no communication with anybody. Here and there you would, but it's like, damn, so I like, fuck it. I saw a couple guys out there, doing reviews, so I like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy me a camera, buy me a tripod, set my shit up, and I'm gonna start doing them. And the people I saw, man, was like, Dad Heat 2, Brad Butter. There's a guy whose YouTube channel I don't think is up now, but Only One Reese. He even had a Facebook group before. Really anybody had a Facebook group that y'all probably know of. You know what I'm saying? Of which, oh boy, yeah, y'all partner came from that group. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of history to this shit, man. But next question, man. Do you have a favorite league? I really don't have a favorite league. I've been to AHAT battles, King of the Dot, LA Battlegrounds. A few more leagues just don't hit my mind real quick. But I've been around, man. So I tell you, of all the events I've been to, I say the most professional. You know what I mean? As far as people really getting to the venue and really wanting to perform and everything, King of the Dot and AHAT is up there, man. You know what I'm saying? They professional what they do, regardless of what y'all see on Facebook and Twitter and hear from other people, whatnot. People still show up at these events, man. I've traveled to Vegas a few times to go to events. You know what I mean? Book room, stayed overnight, all that other shit. So if it's worth it, I'ma go, man. But like I said, if it's on the West Coast and I can, feel like I got the time to get to it, I'm gonna get to it. Next question: what would I like to see from the UBL? I would like to see people really devote themselves to the time that they say they are going to make available for the UBL. You know what I mean? All this stuff, and it's been going on a long time, man. And this is something I don't understand. Let's say you got a battle 2 months from now, a month and a half from now. This is not a live battle. So it's not like you got up until that date and then you're going to battle. My thing is like this: if you feeling good 3-4 days from now and got some bars on deck because you've been writing, go ahead and record them motherfuckers. That might be one of your rounds, you know what I mean? You might not like it, then, at least you got a little lead, you got more than enough time to edit, rearrange your cadence, and go all over stuff to make it look very good on cam, man. You have that opportunity. So, I would just like to see cats more devoted to what they offer to the UBL, you know what I mean? If you say you're gonna do these battles, then nothing should come in between that. Do your thing. I understand life, I understand family time, I understand that. But if you're gonna devote yourself to the UBL, make sure you devote yourself, to the time that, you saying you have for UBL. Next thing, Ricky Scott again. If you could make a dream UBL card, what would it look like? Nice question, but I'm not going to share that one. And I'll tell you why. You know, if I never thought about it, but if I do come on one, I'm going to get at people like you and maybe a few other people, you know what I mean, as far as what can happen as far as a UBL card. I think that's something. Wow, man. Bugs and shit. But yeah, man. A dream UBL card, that's something I just have to get at people personally about. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna take that from under the hat yet and expose it. I would have to sit on that one, and I will share it, you know, if it comes to mind. My favorite battles, there are a lot of battles I like, man. A lot of battles I like. You know what I mean? So it's too long of a list. I don't want to start naming some because, you know, I'm gonna leave some out. I love rap, period. I just love rap. Battle rap, new format. I was, you know, go back to the early 90s. Yeah, a lot of y'all was about belly walking in. And you want to go take it back to the 80s. Some of y'all wasn't born in. You know what I mean? Some of y'all was, but a lot of y'all wasn't. So I go back a long way with hip hop, rap, all that, man. So it's nothing to me, man. Favorite battlers. There's a lot of battlers out there, man. You know, I got respect for like all those guys that's on Slaughterhouse. All of those guys got mad respect for me because those guys are professionals at what they do. You know, and that's not naming, you know, because everybody's not on there, but you got a lot of people that are worthy of being, you know, top guys. You know, hell, we got a few in the UBL that's worthy of being top guys. You know what I mean? So that's what I love. You know, that's what I love about this battle rap shit is that, hey, a champion can come from anywhere, and I feel like we got some guys that can cause some wreck for the world. A few guys have already, you know, catching wreck, you know what I'm saying, and putting in their work for the world, live battles and all that. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing, man. Favorite UBL memories? Dre versus Liam. I remember the Tex era when I think it was you had, you know, Justice J, Ledge Culpepper. I think even correct me if I'm wrong, I think even Donnie Atlas was, you know, chiming in a few times. My boy Redman, of course Dane Fresh, you know, let me see, Lance, you had Liam. West Coast Dread was, you know, I think he was making his reads on it to jump in it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm talking about in the initial stages, but you had a whole lot of memories, man, in the UBL that's great. You know, I think, you know, even when Reg dropped his rounds on cam versus Lance's text, that was funny. Even when Lance started doing his blogs, that shit was extra funny. So it's a lot of good memories to UBL, man. I think there's a lot more to come, to tell y'all the truth. I think it's a whole lot more to come. Next question. Daniel Press about Odyssey as much as about adding other page back to the group. Man, we already talked about that. He back in the group, so that's not a question. You know, I don't need to answer, man. Have you entertained the thought of doing a UBL battle? I guess Rodney missed that blog, huh? But yeah, you know, I called out Akuma. He didn't accept, man. So anything beyond that is uncivilized. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. So, top 5 UBL battlers, top 5 rappers. There's a whole lot of rappers, man, but you know, so I'm not gonna really, you know, I don't really want to delve to a top 5, you know, because you got so many guys out there that, you know, that's in the gumbo pot, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, Snoop, Tupac, you know, I like the E40s of the world, I like the Mac Dre's, the, you know, Jay-Z's, the Nas's, Cool G Rap, you know, MC Shan back in his day, Cool O.D., fucking LL Cool J, shit, KRS-One. You know, it's a whole lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? Second to none, they out of Compton. Fucking DJ Quick, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole lot of cats, man, that's out there that I could just throw in the top 5 just on, you know, on what I liked about their music. Everybody wouldn't agree, but hey, it's what I look at, you know what I'm saying? But beyond that, man, it is what it is. But top 5 UBL battlers. In fact, I think I named this when Rain had on Battle Tag Radio. Shout out to Rain, Battle Talk Radio, when she had Yankelstein, you know, on the show, and he did a few UBL shows. And I think I named off 5. Who was it? No particular order, but I think it was Mr. Mills, West Coast Dread, JR Felon, your boy Reg, and then I threw Hash Clan in. But somebody I didn't name was D Double, and to me D Double is the closest thing that we got to a Loaded Lux in the UBL. He in a whole nother category. And to a degree, I can say the same thing about a Jory, because like I think Mickey Fax said, he was like the Eddie Murphy of, you know what I'm saying, the UBL. And he is, you know, so Jory, you know, for somebody that didn't battle rap but just jumped into it and took on a beast in D Double, he held his own, if you ask me. You know what I mean? In fact, he even battled, what, JR Felon, I believe? So, you know, so those are 2 guys that I got mad respect for outside of those 5 I named. But it is what it is. Ronnie Richburg, Dame versus Nino Burns prediction. If Dame, you know, his last show on versus Coach wasn't the best, but if Dame gets on his A game and being the tune to winning like he was trying to do against Mr. Mills, he's gonna be hard to beat. Nino Burns, he's been waiting for this a long time. He got a lot to get off his chest. If you ask me, this is gonna probably be a classic ass battle, and of course I think it's gonna be 3 rounds, but it's gonna be a hell of a battle, man. And I look forward to it being a classic, man. So it is what it is. But I think that was all the questions, man. You know, I'm gonna do a part 2 because you know I looked on the post and I saw some, I saw West Coast Dread had a question, whatnot. But I'm gonna have probably some more questions I'm gonna address. Just some shit that I'm just gonna put out there that that'll be good for y'all to know. You know what I mean? Hey, we'll see what it is. But my whole thing is with this UBL, man, it's moving in the right direction. If you ask me, it's always been moving in the right direction because you had a lot of cats from the get-go that's still here. You got cats that joined in midway. They made themselves known in the UBL. So right now it's in transition to pretty much having a 3rd generation. So if y'all look at it, man, y'all need to pat yourself on the back because this is a lot of progress, man. We pretty much working on a 3rd generation of UBL rappers, if y'all look at it, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But it's your boy PeBee, West Up, West Out, in a minute, yeah.